time and really design and make the things that I want to make. And together with these ones, it's gonna look very, very pretty.
Stay, don't move. Oh my god, we actually finished something.
So we've got these 3 things here. In this video, I kind of want to show you everything we're doing for the entranceway. And before we start with any more work, I quickly want to run you through what we plan to do and kind of how I imagine the entranceway to look like, because it's not very big. You can tell, like, it's about that wide and it doesn't really fit a wardrobe or anything. So I was kind of thinking of some ideas of how we could use this entranceway really efficient but still make it look good. So this is the current state. We're still missing the spotlights, which we actually just got delivered the other day as well. So this is how they're gonna look like. So those are just like some very simple LED spotlights that you can move around as well, so we can adjust the light how we need it. The rest is just pretty plain and simple. We have already painted the walls. When you saw my first video where I gave you a flat tour, the walls were really dirty, especially around here in the entrance kind of like area where people were walking in and out, and that's all nice and clean now. And we also have this thing here, which I have no idea where it's from. The previous tenants have just left it behind in this flat, and I actually really like it. So I thought that would look really cool if I just hang it up somewhere here, and then, I don't know, have something for shoes underneath, like a little bench or something. I've also picked up a really cool rug from Ikea the other day for 15 euros. It was such a bargain. Let me show you. It's in the bedroom at the moment. This is the rug that we found at Ikea. I really like it for an entrance area because if it gets dirty, you can't really see it that much, but it still gives like a nice soft feeling because we have tiles in the kitchen and in the entranceway. So yeah, that is currently the plan. Okay, so today we are going to tackle this piece of wood here, and what I want to do today is I have some forest green paint, and then I also bought these really pretty hooks from Zara Home. They were 7 euros each, so not too bad I'd say, and they look so nice, and I bought 4 of them. Because the idea of how I do this is it already has 4 holes in there, and I'm going to use these holes to attach the wood to the wall, and I'm going to put the hooks on top of them to hide the holes basically. I filled some of the cracks in the holes and also already sanded it. The color really looks really nice. My brush is a little bit watery because I've just washed it to get rid of the water. Oh, I really like the color. Since we started renovating the flat, I've honestly done so much painting. Every single door, the big bathroom door, all of the walls, everything has been painted. I feel like I've never painted so much in my life. I think I'm gonna try and go over with the roller a little bit. I think I actually prefer the brush, because the roller makes everything like really smooth and matte, and I feel like the brush might actually makes it look a bit more glossy. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it here for now and let this dry for an hour or 2 before I turn it around into the other side. I'm back for round 2 of painting, so the surface is pretty dry. Definitely needs a second coat of paint, but the paint kind of looks really nice. I really like it. So let's start off the second round. I'm honestly so thrilled that I am finally in a flat where I can have my own little DIY projects. I was waiting for this for so long because I obviously lived abroad in the last years, and all of the flats I lived in, I couldn't really do anything, or I didn't really want to do anything either because I knew I'm just going to live there for a very short amount of time, and DIY projects are obviously quite time consuming and they cost some money, and you kind of, especially when you're at the start of your career and you're a student, you don't really want to invest too much and you just take what you have in the flat and live with it. But finally take the time and really design and make the things that I want to make is so exciting. I really love it. Nice. So that is the back done. Let me get you a bit closer to show you how it looks now. So this is how it currently looks like. You can tell, as I said, with the brush, you can kind of see the brush strokes. It definitely needs a second coat. You see quite a lot of the wood still coming through. And together with these ones, I think it's gonna look Very, very pretty. So I'm gonna paint the rest tonight. I don't think I'm gonna film it because it's gonna be dark and you won't see anything, and it's literally the same thing again. I'm gonna see you tomorrow when everything is dry, when we attach it to the wall and add the hooks as well. Okay, we have the next morning and I have painted both sides last night again, which I realized I didn't have to paint the back. Actually, it didn't make any sense, but anyway, I've painted the back as well. And now I'm gonna drill little holes for the hooks before I put it on the wall. So I've already started. So basically I want to cover, as I mentioned, these holes here where the screws go through to attach it to the wall. Holes are drilled, and I saw this really cool trick on Instagram somewhere once where you just put a tape on the back, you mark where your holes are, and then you can just peel this back off, and then you go to the wall with this one and just drill the holes through the paper, which makes it a lot easier. So I'm gonna try this and see if that works.
Okay, so what? Basically 180 is where we want the holes, which is the opposite. You need to stick it the opposite.
Wow.
Do you know what works? Just holding it up and putting a pencil through it.
Okay. Good. We're just doing it the old school way. Nice pencil.
There's one in my office, the little Japanese one.
This one, you think?
Are we gonna go through the hole?
No.
No. Oh. Alright, I'll just go get it.
Okay.
I'm tired of standing there with my arm up.
Well, I tried.
Alright. Take 2. Now she decides to eat in the middle of all this. Yes, so am I. Alright, can you hold it up? Bring it up slightly. Stay. Don't move.
Can we try to tape again? I think the idea was really good. I just did it the wrong way around, obviously.
Okay, but you need to do the tape again, but you need to right from the tape, left and right, and that needs to be reversed. Because you're making the holes on the back.
Yeah.
And also draw on the end of the tape where the end of this is.
Yeah. Okay.
Not just where the holes are.
Okay. This jacket.
He immediately comes down. It's like, fuck.
Nice.
No, but it's good. And I think you could have like a little stool there. It's like, you know, if you sit down and like take off your shoes or I don't know. Oh my god, we actually finished something. Thank God. Alright, to the pub.
I'd say it's about 3 weeks now since I last updated you on the entrance area. The last main thing I've done here is I've hung up our little mini wardrobe in the entrance where we can just hang up some jackets. And 3 weeks later, I can report it is still on, it is still working. Thank God, I was really scared that the screws are not enough to hold the weight of jackets, but it's still on, it's working. But for today, I have a couple of pieces that I want to add to the entrance area and finish everything off. So this is what we're currently working with. Obviously, you know that it has been completely painted. We now also have, thank God, all of the lights installed. This was such a pain to do, honestly. It was so much work. We still have the ladder here, which I need to bring down to the storage room. Just not having those wires here anymore already makes the biggest difference. And then I think I did show you before as well, we got these curtains here everywhere in the kitchen and then obviously also in the entrance area, which are just to block the view a little bit. And the outside here, unfortunately, is not super nice. It's basically just a grey courtyard, so you can't really see too much. So we thought we'd just kind of like hide this a little bit behind the curtains, and they are just really basic with some stripes on them, which we got custom made. But let me show you the furniture that I want to add today. So we got these 3 things here. One is a rug from Ikea, which I think I showed you before. And then these 2 pieces are actually vintage. So this is from my grandma, and this is one my mum had at home that she didn't need anymore. It definitely doesn't look super nice anymore with the stains, but yeah, doesn't matter. I thought the color, like the wood, would go really nicely in the entrance area. So I was kind of thinking back and forth where I could put a side table without it being in the way. And I thought the best place would be here. I did already hang up some prints, as you can see, and I thought it would go really nicely under here. And I have this little basket here where we are storing all of our keys and hand sanitizer and wallets. So I'm going to move it from the kitchen to its new home over here. And I do also have this really tiny little carpet that I picked up in Egypt years ago, like years and years. And I thought maybe it can hide all of the water stains a little bit so you can't see them too much. I do also have this small glass here where I always throw in my coins Yeah, I think I quite like it here, especially with the red carpet. I think it works quite well. Yeah, I really like the carpet here. I think it looks so much better than just having the tiles. So for the bar stool, this is definitely not a long-term solution, I think. I would love to have more of like a little bench here where you can also store some shoes. But for now, I had this one at home and I thought I'm gonna use it. So you can see it a little bit better from this angle. I would probably just put it here, and then now I'm gonna quickly hang up all of the jackets again and put all the shoes out and probably get rid of the ladder, so you can kind of imagine how the final result, the day-to-day entrance area would look like. And here we have the final result, how things are probably gonna look like day to day. I definitely would wish there wouldn't be that many shoes over here, but let's be realistic, there will be shoes here all the time. But we obviously do have our big wardrobe over here as well, where we can put our shoes and our jackets, but whatever we need day to day, we're probably gonna just hang up over here. And one thing that I still want to get is probably like a fun little mirror for here. I thought like a little quirky one, or maybe one with a gold frame, but kind of like something over here. So that is our entrance area, pretty much I'd say 90% done. And I'm gonna insert a couple of before clips again so you can see how the entrance area looked like when we first moved in. Especially the walls were really, really dirty. Obviously people come in and out, so they get dirty very quickly. And then also we still had no lights installed, so we had all of the wires hanging around. And it just didn't really look that welcoming when we first moved in. And compared to how it looks now, it just feels so much cozier and just like nicer to come home. And even though we haven't really added a lot of furniture and a lot of pieces, if I had the choice, I would probably change much more, but we still have to keep it somewhat renter friendly. I think it really came together. I love the end result. And yeah, I'm super, super happy with how it turned out. Let me know what you think and how you like it. I hope you enjoyed watching, putting together this entrance area. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you have a really good day. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.